How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be, so what? It's others' small victories. So what? It's someone else's victory. When I'm thinking about this topic, I'm thinking about really how sometimes you may find yourself in a rut, or it's hard to pull out of the position that you're in, and you're looking to care about somebody else's victory a little bit more than you should. In other words, some of that resentment, some of that envy is starting to creep in there. When somebody has a victory, no matter how small it may appear to you, it's still a victory nonetheless. You shouldn't be concerned with how big or how small it is. See, people that are concerned or overly concerned with others' victories, this leads back to some of those other topics that I talk about when you're dealing with discouraging people. This is what stems from making those comments on downplaying what a person has accomplished. What? I mean, that's no biggie. You don't know how big it was to that person. A victory is a victory. You're saying it's small. It's not saying that it's small with them. That's what I mean by I'm saying, so what? Hey, if you don't have anything good to say, then move on. I mean, especially if it's not in your lane, well, it's not going to be in your lane because you're observing somebody else's victory. So what? Either way, one way or the other. If you're all jealous and envious, then why say anything? Shouldn't you be focusing on your own victories? However big or small, if you're deeming that victory as something small and is not noteworthy, shouldn't you be working on your own, banging accomplishments? See, we have to be aware of when we start to think like this or say things like this, and this is something that I touch on in my book, Kilimanjaro, the Arithmetic of Family Communication. Nobody's immune to wielding that green-eyed beast of jealousy or envy. It starts with small things like that. Small things that we say, small things that we even think about others and some of their accomplishments they're doing. And it has nothing to do with us. That's where a lot of my viewpoints stem from when I'm talking on the video about encouraging curveballs coming from people taking jabs at you when you're doing things. You're like, where is this coming from? It's because in this video here, we're taking the standpoint of how they look at things. They have looked off in the distance, saw something that you're winning at, and they're either making it out to be small or they're making some sort of face or some attitude with it. And in those other videos, I've talked to you and telling you, don't be overly concerned with what they're thinking or what they're doing. Go on. Now I'm talking to you from the other side of the fence. If you're having these thoughts and these inclinations to want to say something in regards to how small somebody's victory is, so what? What does it have to do with you? Keep it moving. If not anything, try to look and see how they even achieve that so-called small victory as what you're deeming it, and see how you can get your own. Just wanted to take a different point of view on some of the things that we talk about on this channel because, like I said, we're not immune to anything that we discuss on this channel. I've experienced everything that I'm talking about on this channel, whether I was on one side of the fence or I was on the other. That's the reason why I'm on here discussing it with you. Nobody's perfect. And this wouldn't work if I was discussing things to you that I just thought may be happening or had not a clue on how to deal with. We're all capable of doing the things that we talk about on this channel, but the thing that we want to work towards doing is being a healthier us. Because like I said, time and time again, being a healthier you is not only a healthier you for you, it's a healthier you for others. In the meantime, stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayin. You have a good one.